Chromecast with Google TV over 3 months later. Is it still worth to get? Let's find out. If you guys find this video or any of my other videos helpful, please click on the thumbs up down below, and don't forget to click on the red subscribe button and the little bell icon to get notified for all future videos. The Chromecast with Google TV is a $70 Canadian dongle device that you plug into the back of your TV to give you basically convert and transform your TV into a smart TV. It does everything that the Chromecast have, but it basically has the added addition of having an actual physical remote, which a lot of people love. You can basically have your own dedicated Google Assistant button. You can use it to find movies, TV shows, applications, game, and much more. You plug it in, walk through the easy setup, and it's basically good to go. We're going to go into more detail here in a second, but to quickly look over the technical specifications of the actual Chromecast. So, looking at it itself, as you can see, it's a really small device. It comes in snow, sunrise, or sky color. It supports 802.11ac with 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. With 5 gigahertz means you can get much faster speed. It also supports the official Android TV OS with future Google TV updates, and supports 4K up to 60 frames per second, and also supporting Dolby Digital, HDR+, HDR10+ for stunning picture quality, and powers via USB Type-C. Here is the actual Chromecast with Google TV. As you can see, it's a little white device you plug into the back of your TV, and it's sort of just hanging out. Once plugged in, you also plug in the provided USB cable to the back, and you're basically good to go. It weighs nothing, and you can never see the actual device, so it's good in minimalist setup. Your actual remote is a really easy to use white remote with your multimedia buttons with power and source, because it can also power on and off your TV, with your back button and directional pad, and it does come with batteries, so thank you very much, Google. Compared to the actual Fire TV Stick remote, it's shorter and stubbier with a rounded back. Here is a side-by-side comparison of the Fire TV Stick remote and the Chromecast remote. As you guys can see, not that much different other than size and color, but each one has its pros and cons. I personally think the Chromecast remote is easier to hold and use. Now, with the Chromecast, you can't actually plug it into the back of a USB port on your TV. You have to use the included USB-C cable to provide enough power. Otherwise, you will get a warning on your TV. This is known as the home screen of the new Chromecast with Google TV. Now, I really like the interface that it's really smooth. I personally do find it to be smoother than the Amazon Fire TV Stick and even the new 2020 version. Along the top, you have the search menu where you can go ahead and click on it and use your voice to search anything you want. Like, you can open Netflix, you can say show me movies by this actor, when was this specific movie released, etc. Show you children movies, what the weather tomorrow. That's what the first button is for. The For You page basically gets customized based on what you watch and what you basically have on your Google account. I in my personal Chromecast, I have my Prime Video account connected, and my Netflix, and my Plex, and my Crunchyroll, and a bunch of other third-party applications. So this top row basically is based on what you watch. It recommends shows and movies to watch. And if I go ahead and click on the specific movie or TV show right here from the home screen, it goes directly into the application. Like, for example, if I go ahead here and click on this movie right here, or that show, I can click on Prime Video, Watch Now, but it also lets you know that there's 2 ways to watch it, because it's actually on Prime Video, or you can buy it from Google TV. If I go ahead and click on Prime Video, it'll go ahead and instantly launch it in that specific application. And that's the same with basically anything along the top row here. The second row is all the apps installed on your Chromecast device. So I have some IPTV applications, I have Netflix, YouTube, Plex, Prime Video, Crunchyroll, FileLink, Downloader, some other applications here, and some games as well. The next row shows you let's say, for example, if you have your account configured on your phone as well as your Android TV. If you, let's say, stop in the middle of watching it, it'll automatically save where you last were. And for example, about an hour ago, I was watching The Office on my phone, and this is where I stopped. And once I stop watching my phone, I can resume it on my Chromecast here, or vice versa. So it only has specific apps available that have continued watching. For example, the Plex app and Crunchyroll is not supported, so only some of the multimedia apps can show you what you were recently watching. This row is the trending content on the Google Store or Prime Video or Netflix. As you can see, it basically sorts it here and shows you where you can watch it and also the rating as well. Let's go ahead and dismiss this. And basically the rest of the following shows is all categorized into genres. So action, thrillers, documentaries, recommended YouTube videos, ugly cry, sad love stories, and other popular content as well. So basically this homepage is really meant to bring that content directly to your face. So without having to actually go into the actual application, the For You page will basically have all of your content in one. Let's say you have Hulu Plus, let's say you have Crave, let's say you have any other services. As you sign into these services, your For You page will be customized and it will bring content all from those services. Again, that was what the For You page is for. Now, if you go to movies, it's a similar thing, but it's only showing you movies. You have popular, trending, action, etc., etc. Same thing as the For You page, but only for movies. Then you also have shows. Again, the same thing. The top here, you have little trending content from YouTube, Disney Plus, Prime Video, and popular shows as well. Same with the movies. It basically, I can go on and click on any of these movies, and it'll take me to that specific place where I can watch it. In this case, Grimm is only available on Google TV, so I can buy the episodes if I want to. Now, if I go all the way back to the top here, I go to apps. This is kinda where the Google Play Store is. There's no actual Play Store that you launch it. The actual apps section is where I'm gonna show you all the apps. You have at the top basically the most used apps and popular apps, so Disney Plus, YouTube Kids, and YouTube, and you also have your installed apps right here. And if you want to see all your apps, you click on See All to see the list of all your installed applications. Down here, you can also look for more app categories. So if I click on Search for Apps right here, I can actually search for apps to install on my actual Chromecast. So I click on Search for Apps. While I hold the Google Assistant button on my remote, I can search for an app. For example, Crave TV. It searches for the app to install it. You can search for example, like Netflix, YouTube Kids, any other app you can do it. Or you can search by category like entertainment, music and audio, etc., etc. Now, library is where if you've purchased or rented any content, it will show up here. I personally have not purchased anything from Google Play Store, like the Google Movies or Google TV shows, but if you do, it'll show up here. And that is the basic main section for the top menu. Now, if I go to search here, this is kind of a universal search. For example, show me movies with The Rock. I used my voice and it went ahead and pulled all that content right for you. Show me YouTube cooking videos. You can basically ask it anything you want, and you don't have to type anything on the screen because it doesn't actually come with an actual keyboard. It just basically works with the Bluetooth remote that it comes with it. Now we're going to go ahead and start testing out the Chromecast with Google TV. We're going to start with video playback. I have two examples here. I have a 1080p video and a 4K video. This does support up to 4K, so if you have 4K TV, you'll get all that 4K goodness, and these videos are stored on my local FreeNAS server. This first one is going to be 1080p at 30 frames per second. Let's switch to 4K to show you what that looks like. and as you guys can see, it works really great. Again, no stuttering with the really fast blazing Wi-Fi speeds. It's almost like I'm hardwired into my network. Now we're also going to start playing a 4K video that's actually over the internet, because local playback in 4K can give you different results. Let's say you're watching Netflix or you're watching whatever. You want to make sure you're showing all that content in 4K. And this example, I'm going to go ahead and show you the 4K over YouTube. It also does support 4K in Netflix if you have 4K compatible TV, and Netflix works great here, as you can see. But I don't want to show anything due to copyright reasons. Now, most of you, of course, are going to correctly plug this into your Wi-Fi network. You cannot have a hardwired connection unless you have a USB-C powered dongle available. Now, I personally have here at home a 300 megabit per second connection download and 20 upload. It is connected to the 5 gigahertz band, and as you can see, it can almost saturate your speed 100%. 255 download will mean you're going to get a buffer-free experience with anything you get. Let's say if you have 100 download, 150 download, 200 download, 850 download, you should be able to get that full speed absolutely with no problem. Something else I can do is called mirroring. There's two ways of mirroring your phones to the device. You can go ahead and use AirPlay by downloading an AirPlay compatible app. In my personal choice, I like using Air Receiver. It is a paid application, but it gives you AirPlay on your Android TV. I'm gonna go out here and mirror my phone. My phone, I mirrored using AirPlay, and it's really you know, responsive, and it works really great. I can go up, down, left, right, switch between the apps, and if I wanted to, I can go ahead and play games directly on my big screen TV. So that's a really good bonus that it supports AirPlay. It should work the same thing for Android, but I personally don't have an Android. But if you installed mirror class applications, you should be able to use that as well. This also has the standard and known Google Cast, which means from YouTube on any computer and device or any Google enabled website, you can go ahead and click on the little TV that's on the top of any video, and you're able to cast it directly to your TV. I'm going to go ahead and click on the little cast icon and click on my Chromecast TV. And it's going to go ahead and launch that video directly on your device. This is using Google Cast, which means any device on the network can cast YouTube related and YouTube content from your phone, tablet, or screen directly to your big screen TV. No need to install any other application. Now, this is of course running Android TV, which means you can run any Android APK you want. You can even sideload APKs if you go ahead and look at a previous video, which I will leave in the top right link right now. You can download any APK you want and any games you want, and it actually works really great. Now, for my conclusion, I do recommend you guys get this. It's a really good price box with official Android TV OS. It's fast, easy to set up, lightning fast Wi-Fi, supporting all apps with AirPlay and Google Cast, with supporting 4K with all the major networks, and supporting all major media platforms. The only thing I don't like is the low local storage, and you can't hardwire without a dongle. And that is basically it, guys. If you guys have any further questions, comments, or concerns, let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, leave me a like if this video is helpful, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.